Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of really getting everybody in the family on the same page. So what do I mean by that? So, most of the time when we get a call from a family, it's usually from mom and dad who are hoping to get their adult child into treatment, or somebody else in the family. But sometimes I get a call just from the mom. And my wife sort of says to me tongue in cheek that I make a lot of the mothers cry, and I don't mean to, but look, this is emotional stuff. It's what's destroying your family. It's gut-wrenching for me to see a mom in pain. I lost my dad 8.5 years ago, so I just have my mom around, and so maybe I just have a soft spot for all the moms out there trying to save their children. But sometimes what we encounter is mom has decided she's ready to make the commitment to get the adult child into treatment, but dad is not. And there's a myriad of reasons why dad may not be. Maybe dad's, they've tried filing for something in the past and it didn't work for a number of reasons, which I'm not going to go into, or there's, financial concerns, or dad has just had enough and has decided, it is what it is and the chips will fall where they may. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but the bottom line here is that, mom and dad are not on the same page. In fact, they're butting heads. Okay, they're butting heads about what action to do. And when that happens, and it's not often, but we do see it, and I will say to them, look, unless you're willing to go to do this on your own, my suggestion is that we have a sit down with dad and include him in the conversation, because it got to have everybody on the same page. It just doesn't work if, while we're trying to get into court, while we're trying to fight to save this individual, if within the family there's also fighting going on. It just doesn't work. Another example is where I've had siblings call me. I might get a call from somebody, and they have let's say it's one of the brothers who calls us, and he has another brother and a sister, and the other brother is having issues, but the sister doesn't want to do anything about it. In fact, she said, look, I've had enough. I'm washing my hands of this. I don't want to do it. And what tends to happen is that the brother that calls us won't do it unless the sister's on board, but the sister doesn't want to do it. In fact, she has said to the brother, listen, if you do this to our brother and put him in treatment, I'm done. I'm never going to speak to you again. And now you have this adversarial relationship within the family. And so I think it's really important for the family to have a sit down and say, okay, are we ready to do this? And if you're going to reach out to us, one of the things that we're going to do is really to have a sit down with everybody who's involved in the decision-making process, whether it's, the parents or the grandparents or the siblings, whoever it is that's making the decision, they have to be included, or this doesn't work. I mean, there's just nothing worse for us, having to try and deal with the sort of internal struggle that's going on inside the family unit, while at the same time, we're in court fighting to save this individual who's dealing with the behavioral health problem. And so, I just want you guys to think about that. I'm not telling you that you can't do it without the rest of the family on board, but it's difficult to do it, and it's uncomfortable to deal with it. And this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. As I've said in other videos, it takes time to get somebody in recovery and get them to the place where they can maintain recovery for the rest of their life, especially if they have been sick for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, sometimes even longer. It takes time. And anybody who tells you that it can be fixed in 30 or 60 days, I'm sorry, but they don't know what they're talking about, okay? Even our average Marchman Act case goes 6 months. Most of our guardianships go past a year, because that's what it takes. And that's how you get the best result for the family, how you save the family and their loved one, okay? And when we do this, when you hire us, I want to get it right the first time. I want to do this one time and one time only for you, so that you can finally end this nightmare that you've been living in. So anyway, with that said, I appreciate you tuning in. I would love a thumbs up and a subscription to the channel. And if you need help, please reach out to us. We are here to help you to save your family. Thank you. Bye-bye.